What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, Legacy Kill HD back with another Call of Duty video for you guys today. We're once again going to be discussing that infamous 5th DLC pack that could be coming for Black Ops 2 sometime here in 2014. But today we're going to be going through some news that's involving that, and also going to be giving some thoughts on some of the maps I think that could come out of this, just based on being mentioned in past Call of Duty zombie games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, or even World at War. And that's basically going to be the main subject of today. And I also want to let you guys know that I have some throwback gameplay in this video, just because I don't see any fun of putting up Call of Duty Ghost gameplay. It's not interesting and nobody really says anything about it. So I might as put up some gameplay that at least I'm comfortable with and I actually enjoy seeing. Let me know what you guys think if you want to see some more throwback gameplay, because I'm sure a lot of you have not seen some of this gameplay, as it goes, well, it dates back to my early days in YouTube. Anyway guys, let's get down to our first subject, and that is the news part of this. So there's been some recent leaks that have come out about this 5th DLC pack, and one was called Flashback DLC, where it just had a bunch of zombie maps that were already in Call of Duty games, and somebody, I guess, made a poster and they said I guess it was on Treyarch's Facebook page. That is fake. Some other YouTubers have been talking about this. Somebody tried making this out to be real, and it is fake. But it does bring up the idea of bringing back old maps. Is it a smart idea or isn't it? And personally, I just don't think it would be smart bringing old maps into a game like Black Ops 2, which is already a year behind and out. And if we want to play old maps, can't we just go back to the old games? I mean, I'm just trying to be real. And if some of you guys are questioning why would this DLC make sense anyway, I would advise watching my last video, which I went over that. There will be a link in the description and annotation on the screen that probably will be useful to you. Just wanted to mention that. But so let's move on to some of the maps I think would make sense. So first we're going to talk about some of the maps that I just personally think would make sense. Some people who made the artwork for Origins, they actually had some artwork for some other maps, which is interesting. One of them was like a pirate ship, and one was like just another city map or whatever. So that's an idea that could happen. Then I was thinking maybe a pyramid map that would be kind of interesting. And there's also some other stuff like Paris. You know, there was a lot of mentions of people saying we could be going to Paris in the 4th DLC of Black Ops 2, but obviously that wasn't the case. And then, well, obviously we already had 5, but you know, the White House would be still interesting to visit there. We have not visited all the parts of it. And then one just randomly came into my mind, the Statue of Liberty. I don't know how you would make that, but that it just sounds right. I don't know. Anyway, so these two next maps, I think they're probably the best idea. It just makes a lot of sense, and there's been already a lot of mentions in the story. The first one, I'm actually going to put up a flashback video for you guys to look at, because I already talked about this in depth, and the only thing that has changed I'll discuss right after this flashback. So here's the flashback I'm discussing. So Atlantis, a lot of information has come from this game and Black Ops 1. So let's get down to this. This is what started everything, getting me thinking. Somebody wrote this comment. They wrote, Transit has fire, Die-Rise has air, Mob of the Dead has electricity, Buried has earth, Atlantis has water. You know, that is very interesting, because they have not put that water aspect mainly into this. So it would be very, very interesting if this comment does make a lot of sense. I'm sure somebody will try putting it down in the comments, but to me it makes a lot of sense, and obviously to others it does too. Just something to note. And now let's get down to the actual proof. So there is a Samuel quote that he talks about Atlantis and Transit. I'm going to throw that up now.
I got enough bullets for everyone in Atlantis!
So nothing really there. All he just says is he mentions Atlantis. And if you guys remember in Black Ops 1, there's a poster hinting at Atlantis. You know, it doesn't really say anything. It's like there's also a moon poster. It doesn't really say anything, but it definitely hints at it. Maybe they were holding Atlantis all the way to Black Ops 2, to the 4th DLC, to build momentum for the next zombie storyline, hopefully coming from Treyarch and possibly Black Ops 3. So also, one of the loading screens still has a pointer aiming at the ocean where it's ripped off. You know, that pointer doesn't really go anywhere else. We don't know where it's just aiming at an ocean. And it also contains a very interesting object that looks like I'm gonna struggle saying this. I'm probably gonna bomb the name. The Anti-Cathera mechanism. Okay, I didn't bomb it as much as I thought, but the mechanism, if you guys are not aware of this, it's an analog computer that was used to find astronomical positions. Think about that, astronomical positions. Moon?
Now to realize the Anti-Cathera mechanism. Just kidding, but it is pretty cool. Look it up. I made it. mystery sword.
So obviously by the end of that flashback video, you guys could tell that I already had like a little segue to Moon 2, and it makes sense. Say if they do something like they did with Origins. For example, you know, Origins had like this, I don't remember how it was done, but you could get to Agartha, and I was always saying how I think it'd be so fun to see an Agartha map. Then maybe that's how they put these two maps combined. Maybe if they only give us one map, obviously that would suck, but if they give us one huge map, kind of like Origins again, and in this way it's a little different. Like, it starts out at Atlantis, and then we go to Moon 2 through the Anti-Cathera mechanism, and it's some type of buildable you have to make at Atlantis. And then we're already on a different side of Moon. Maybe it's not the same one that happened before, or maybe it is, but I think they would want to change it up and add something for us. And in this Moon, we obviously already saw on the loading screen, one of the loading screen stills, that it looks different. There's a new side, that's some type of tomb that a lot of people were mentioning a long time ago, and I think it would just make a lot of sense if we had that type of way. If they can't make a huge DLC pack and give us maybe Atlantis, Moon 2, and some other maps, maybe like I said, Pirate Ship or White House or Statue of Liberty or Paris, maybe we just get one huge map, kind of like Origins, and maybe it's a little bit of a lower price, maybe it's $5 to $10, and it still keeps a lot of Zombies fans happy, and it still could also build up on the story for what we're going to be getting in Black Ops 3 and give us some hints, because honestly nobody knows where we're going to be going after the Black Ops 2, I guess you could say, call it a cliffhanger. But anyway guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. What type of map do you want to see and why? Obviously there's a lot of mentions to some other locations, but these are the two ones, the two locations that I think would make the most sense in my mind. But obviously it matters what you guys think, so get down in the comment section. Also like the video and share it with a friend. If your friend does not know anything about there possibly being a 5th DLC, maybe he should watch some of my videos. But thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you later.